Here's a Five Nights at Freddy's theory speech. We thought we had won. We thought we could obtain rest. We thought we had got our divine retribution. The one who sent us to live as these monsters that roam the streets. We thought we put him in a personal hell. We thought our nightmare was over. However, we may be wrong, for it feels like there's more to this than what meets the eye. We thought that by trapping him in never-ending nightmares, making him suffer, we won, but we were wrong. For there was more than one villain in this story. It was the creator of these bodies that we now haunt and possess, who gave birth to this monster that sent us to our deaths. We were wrong to think it was just one person that was responsible, regardless of intent, regardless of knowledge or ignorance. For it was he who laid the foundation of this monster's new path in life. For it was not his lust for blood that he sought us out and ended us. It was his foolish, maddening attempts to play God with life and death. We were nothing more than just experiments for this twisted monster. We were nothing more than failures for him to put back together what was lost to him. However, we've learned that this could have maybe been avoided. Our fates would not be this way if he had not created the suits. If he had soothed this savage beast from being unleashed. For it was he who paid no attention to the birth and the slow but surely creation of this monster that now haunts us all, that now we have been trapped in hell. He thought that his pain and suffering and misery would end, or guilt, when he called them all to the one place he knew they would never resist not going to. When he laid the trap and burnt them, and including us, we set aside a personal hell for him, a hell of his constant reminders of what he had done, of the monster that he had created, which corrupted and slew us. For it was this monster that now we believe had another. Because while we do torture the monsters that made us who we are, we learn new secrets out of their torture, out of their own personal hell with their own demons. The first monster sat in an empty room, an empty box, contemplating how he will put his own child back together, where the only voice he heard was the voice of a grieving mother, a sorrowful wife who lost her youngest child. And yet, he never could hear the voice of an old friend that he plucked from the gutters. He never heard the voice of the one who started this all. He should not act like he is the innocent one or a victim, for it was he. Once again, I say, it was he who gave birth to the monster that slew us all with sounds and smells of misdirection, of the same old tricks. But there are theories that the monster we have here is not the monster that did all of us in. That perhaps there were two, maybe there were three, or could there have been four? But for now, time will only tell. So while we roam, not the streets, not the malls, not the place where it all began, we dig and crawl. Molded and welded all together for a path for our saviors to give us eternal peace, for answers to this mystery as to why, as to who, as to when and where. We seek vengeance, we seek redemption, we seek peace, but we fear it may never come. We fear there is another. We fear that this nightmare will never stop, for he always comes back.